Like, these guys are going to get deleted every single team fight. It's not going to be fun.
No, it certainly isn't. It certainly is not going to be the best of times here for duo. Granted, when you run offlane Nyx, it's kind of a weird thing where that does mean you don't have an aura carrier on CDUB, because sure as heck you're not going to ask Double King to go aura. And I like what he's doing right now, Mike. Phase boots, yes. Wand, yes. Bracer, yes. Into a Radiance, which is maybe the greedier build, but this is the classic Abaddon core. It's funny too, because you get your level which talent? Level 20 talent where you have Borrowed Time Immolation. So you basically burn for like 145 damage or something like that. It's kind of funny. It's a very funny talent. 85 plus 60 on the Radiance. Like that's yeah,
but you gotta pop Borrowed Time, don't you, to have that happen?
Yeah, but then you maybe build Octarine. Granted, this is my experience in Turbo, so this does not apply to real Dota. Oh. But you go Octarine and pop that and run forward and you burn people. It's like Blood Mist, Mike, except better.
Well, that explains why you're such a big fan of it. Anyways, should we have a look at the ball? We'll have a look at the ball lane to start. Why the hell not? We have Double King and Duster there. It's going to be the Jakiro and the Abaddon matchup against B-God and Ade. I'll tell you what, like, you do have those double slows available here between these two once you hit level 2 especially. Mind you, they are up against an Underlord, which, you know, he can be one of those cores that you just don't want to run into. B-God, on the other hand, however, if he gets slowed up and you can just go for the dive in, you'd happily do so because he's not going to survive too long.
Yeah. He just will melt. It will take level 3, I believe, here. And you can't really do much up against Ade. He does at least go for level 1 Firestorm. So you're not losing too much of your right-click output here on the Abaddon. But yeah, it'll take some levels to pump up here. I can see some aggression that can come out from the side of the cut, the constant harassment out from B-God. As long as he stands back, you shouldn't be able to completely zone out the sky. And you get a lot of value there as well. Duster's already out of mana, so he's not going to be able to get that dual breath, having to ferry out the mangoes early on. So that's going to hold him back a bit. But for the most part, start of this lane, not too bad for either side. A bit more in denies coming out for Ade. Double King, this lane starts to stabilize a bit once you do get a few more stats in. So probably just the Bracer out with a Wand and you start to feel a lot better in the Abaddon.
The top lane, you're looking at Scourge McDuck and Empyrean, of course, against Isla and Sanctified. Empyrean going for a bit of a cheeky disruption into Sanctified. Not going to amount to anything, though. Cops and Illuminate on the way out, in fact, as Isla's going to go for the stun. Empyrean taking a fair bit of damage. He's going to get hit by the Blood Grenade of Sanctified, but has stick charges. So he's going to be able to walk away from that scenario and be just fine. And of course, the final lane we haven't really talked about at all, ironically enough, is the mid lane where MTD and Mark are going at it. And it seems like it's a pretty even affair between those two, as bottom lane, Ade is gone. Double King, able to pick up first blood, and B-God going to provide a double kill now. I mean, you get Duster, but Double King with a double kill is not something you want to see if you're the cut.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see when the Abaddon pops off like that. The full Wand's going to come out. That Bracer time we talked about is massive for the Abaddon to just chase down pretty good damage. Surprised he's not going for like the usual universal safe lane, Wraith Band Bracer, but probably doesn't need it. Just wants the phase boots to chase down and then farm into the Radiance, which is fair enough. And you are susceptible. This is like not a lane that the cut should lose out on too hard, but it can get run down really easily if you're not careful about your spacing. And it's not a lane that you can really make that many plays. It is an underlord lane.
Ade's in big trouble here, John. Double King just not leaving him alone, and just maybe he can make... No, he's not making it out, surely. I mean, they're going for the dive in, and with the aphotic shield damage, he's going to plant his third kill of the game. This is prior to Duster being level 3, by the way, John. Like, now he does hit level 3. It doubles the damage of Dual Breath. So, it's... this lane just got even worse, if you are the cut.
Yeah, and again, this is the Abaddon safe lane, Mikey. You know?
Yeah.
It's great. When you get a lane like this, it's just too passive from the Underlord to do much about it. At the least here, for the side of the cut, you are getting almost the same effect from Scourge McDuck. He's not being zoned out. Although you do have to walk back here for Ade.
Mark.
It's a bit painful.
Mid lane, he does have Dissimulate, but he is very, very low right now, trying to run out. Has an Aether Remnant to throw, does connect it! Oh, but he's gone. The Firefly will still connect. ZMTD at least will go down, but it's a pretty big win. Problem is, he does lose his brown boots for a minute and a half. So that is a bit of a bigger loss, but I think overall MTD, pretty happy.
It's fairly happy with that one. You don't mind too much. You get that pressure kill. You're going to hit your level 6 a little bit faster. Though you've got some time to soak up for Mark with at least a wave, but not the worst thing in the world. 4-2 start. CDUB feeling pretty good despite a little bit more of a back and forth. All their lanes really shaping up. At the cut, their only good lane is Scourge McDuck's lane. Everything else in terms of CS is not the smoothest here. Even Widow's kills under their belt. So have to watch themselves here on the cut. The Dusa can be your big win condition. It scales much better than the TA last time. But there are solutions here from the side of CDUB. And those solutions can make it a little bit harder to kind of pop off with that hero.
Out of matter is Scourge McDuck at top lane, but he's still having a great time CSing. Not really in any form of danger here. Funniest thing about this Medusa matchup, oh, in fact, hold that thought, because bottom lane, Ade is being chased again. Hidden Malice is up at least, but the slow is just incredibly impactful here from CDUB. As they will get a 4th kill on the Abaddon. Begon, I don't think he might make it out here, John. Double King is just too quick, and the slow is just too much. Begon trying to juke. It's another double kill for Double King. Mega kill streak for the Abaddon. This is going to be a very fast Radiance timing if this keeps up. I mean, I don't know what they do anymore. Like, Ade is going back to the bottom lane. I don't think that's going to really work out for him.
Yeah, it's not a great feeling, but again, this is the Abaddon safe lane. I'm glad to see it's not just Turbo where this hero is busted. It's still busted in a normal game as well. So there you go, guys. Play some safe lane Abaddon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Make Michael Phoenix happy. I'm sure he'll be happy to lane with you. 100%.
I would be.
He's that hero.
I would be, Jonathan. I legitimately would be, because I've been getting position 1 AMs. And that really upsets me.
AM and 7.33C, imagine that.
Oh, they
up
think
against
it's
a Dusa or not
counter,
even
John.
a Dusa?
No, they always say, oh, AM's good against Dusa. No, it's not. It's not. It loses every time. Sanctified. It's going to go for a run, but MTD? No, the stick charges are there. MTD is still trying, though. Has the Flame Break available, and that should be enough. Sanctified understands he is dead. We'll just go down by the tier 1 tower. And now MTD, realizing how bad the bottom lane gone, I thought he might try to rotate, but he doesn't really have the spells to throw out. With that lasso, I don't know if you can really try, and even then the borrowed time is there, as Ade again going to be focused. And again, I just don't know what you do at this point. Like, they're rotating more heroes in. They have saved Ade this time around. Begon, going for a run. Double King just going for a dive in. He could not give a crap, this guy. He just wants the kills. Hidden Malice gonna lock him down. He's okay. But it's 3v1 and he's happily running into them. He just does not care.
No, he doesn't. Oh.
And now Mark shows up trying to clean up. Knowing there's like 2 heroes that are very low down at the bottom lane. Double King gonna rush in again. Empyrean is down. Ade forced to walk away back towards his tier 2 tower. Now luckily, John, Double King didn't do that much damage to the Unlord because he has the Vanguard up now, but it still kind of means Ade can't farm. Like, that's... nothing's changed, really. It's just that he's harder to kill.
Yeah, at the least, you know, you don't die. You sit there, you soak some EXP. A little bit of a positive coming out here for the cut. But you're not going to stop this Radiance timing for Double King. He will find it. And then your Vanguard's not going to do much, unfortunately, once that's up and running. Again, the one lane for the cut that's going well has been Scourge McDuck's lane. He's been left solo. Isla can't really do anything to stop it. Although Isla is going for the Dagon build that you tend to see on Nexus now. So just all in on that damage train, and
like
by
that.
God, these supports will die. They will die.
They will, John. You aren't wrong, sir. I love the next Aegon build. I against two scripts
so fun.
like this, it really is. It really is. Unless it's your teammate playing it, in which case.
Invisibility!
Nexus here somewhere. Sentry Ward place. That'll give the vision, but a nice impel actually going to land into the Spike Carapace. MTD, though, he's fine to get the last off eventually. And Isla is going to go down.
Damn, that smells good.
You see what I mean, John? You could just hit some creeps, but they have to try and do something special.
They feel the need, you know? You got Vendetta. I get that feeling. You have Vendetta, you're like, I want to do something. I want to
Get
do
creeps.
something. I'm a strong bug. But I'm a strong invisible bug. How pesky are cockroaches, Mike? You can't see them. They're out there haunting you. You just want to be a cockroach.
Duster. Oh, no, never mind. Disruption is there from Empyrean. Take a shot, John. Duster is still going to get twin gated out. No, he's down. He's gone.
Yeah. That is good old Disseminate at work there.
Isla.
Just enough.
You see, John, this is what I'm talking about. Spike Carapace is out.
No!
Isla's down.
Oh, the cockroach is squished. It's almost like Empyrean's throwing out some pesticide when he throws out the shadow poison. I mean, it is shadow poison. Hey, that is
There you
fair.
go, John.
Shadow Demon is an exterminator. Here you go.
So that's the thing, like,
For you're proving a point.
as Nyx was 500 gold away from the Dagon recipe, dies twice in a row, then decides to buy something else instead. You know, like, imagine you had that Dagon right now at 11 minutes in. His bottom lane, are they gonna be able to survive? Dual Breath is out. Arde should be just fine. Beagle, though, going very far forward, is going to give his life away for the trade of Duster. I don't think Double King will mind that too much. He's really enjoying himself right now. Already having the Sacred Relic up on the Abaddon. So he just needs 1k gold now. Radiance will be up.
That's a scary timing. That's where things can go south pretty fast for the cut if you're not careful. And going back to your point about Isla, it's a stark contrast with a safe lane, isn't it?
TD. This time going to get punished. Going way too deep. Isla going to be very happy as Mark hands the tip over. he's suddenly, after that kill, he's back to being just 200 gold away from Dagon. So
Just like that. See,
MTD
all according to plan, Mike.
He just gave him a donation, really. It's like, Isla, sorry about those
No, it's
last two
part of the
deaths, bruv.
script. It's part of the script, Mike. Have you not read the manuscript I sent you?
Scourge McDuck needs to be careful,
Outlining
Major.
this.
No, he's all right. He's all right. I mean, Isla could just, go farm the extra 100 gold he needs, but
No. God, no.
he's about to die again, John. Ancient Seal is out,
Oh.
and he is gone. He got the day.
Dagon's up, though.
He's got it.
There you go.
Good
Yeah.
news.
He's happy. He's happy. He's fine, Mike. He's in his lane. He's moisturized. He's got the Dagon.
Hydrated.
Set.
Are they?
Hydrated. Ade? He's not hydrated.
No. He's not.
2 levels behind. It's a rough time for the Underlord right here. Going for the Guardian Reeves. That is a good save. Once that's up,
MTD.
down mid.
Yeah, I mean, jump in for Mark. He has another Astral Step charge, so MTD is still being chased down, but a nice juke out on the Dissimulate. They did not quite have enough follow-up to take down the Bat Rider, as now Double King shows up with the Radiance. It's kind of the thing, though. Like, while a lot of cores would recommend you just farm with this Radiance, he can just get involved and go after the mid-tier 1 tower now, understanding nobody can really deal with him at the moment.
No. Ade?
Trouble again. This man just cannot catch a break. He's gone. Dagon is out from Isla. Good kill
There you
secure,
go.
Isla.
Yep. impactful. That's it. That's your standard Nyx gameplay now. Run up, Dagon, mine. God, it's so funny. We've gone full circle, haven't we, Mike?
Yes.
Remember Dota 1 when you'd run, or early Dota 2, Nyx was a mid Dagon rush. He has a cosmetic that's a Dagon. And now we're back to this.
I like it.
Time it's a flat circle.
I mean, you know, Dagon was such a useless item for how long? You know? It's like the only time you buy it is if there's like illusions that you can't deal with. As Ada is, he's okay.
Dagon
They
a creep.
did on the creep. Yeah, he did. I saw it.
Warning shots, Mike. Warning shots.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, in the triangle, speaking of warning shots, Empyrean's in big trouble. Disruption going to buy him a little bit of time, but Mark's probably still going to have his way with him, though they are TPing more heroes in. Mark is not backing off, but this could cost him heavily. So he will astral step away. Duster being left behind, just throwing some stuff out at MTD. MTD would love to pick up this Void Spirit. Mark, though, has the Simulate, goes down towards the south, and actually still going. Mystic Flare, though, committed on Isla now, but he's okay to back off as well. So CDUB doing a very good job of just juking and jiving, kiting them in and out. Ultimately, the cut, they really just find nothing for their trouble apart from Duster, but it's a Jakir. Meanwhile, Scourge McDuck, the chase is on. Isla's got the Vendetta. They're going to see the Deucer, and his mana's gone.
That never stops being funny.
Yeah.
Like, never stops being
classic.
funny when you're out of mana. Unfortunately, Scourge McDuck didn't even grab the bounty on his way out before dying as well. So you get that stolen wave. And CDUB, 11-11, a pretty close game in terms of kills, but the net worth firmly in CDUB's favor. Double King, quite a fair bit ahead in comparison to everyone else. Echo Saber coming up next into the Manta style. So, and this guy's just going to be untouchable. He will just run you down every single time.
Oh, leave Ada
Turn
alone.
down bot.
Leave him alone.
No.
He's had enough. This poor guy's had enough. He'll survive. It's just, how many
Wait.
times does he have to go back to the fountain, this poor guy?
Did you realize you could double Mind Flare with Chakra?
I didn't pick up on that. Thank you for that, John.
I was like, why did I hear Mind Flare twice? I was like, oh.
That's
That's
actually
that.
pretty
So
busted.
can you Mind Flare back Mind Flare damage? Does
I
it
think
count
so.
Mind Flare damage? Surely does, right?
It says percentage of damage the target received from the Nyx in the past 15 seconds. So I would say yes, it should, John.
It's pretty funny.
That's a lot of damage.
Looking forward to
it
his
does.
Deuce 11 True Dad.
Yeah. Here we go. I mean, we'll get to test it now. Isla's moving in for a Ade. Spike Carapace. Mind Flare. Okay, that didn't seem like much. It seems like it should have been
Yeah.
longer. I'm not sure, though.
Maybe when we hit Dagon 5, you know, that bonus damage starts to amp up a little bit more. Right now, Dagon 2, not the highest. But Dagon 5 is when that thing gets a little bit spicy with the bonus damage. So we'll have to wait it out. For the cut, they are waiting out quite nicely. MTD.
Moving on to Duster. Might have his way with him, but he's been slowed up now, so Mark can just happily jump in. Aether Remnant a little bit off the mark here for Mark, but nevertheless, they have got the Batrider. Problem is now he's in danger. Mark actually stepping right back in. He does not care. He wants to fight, but he's gone way too deep. Resonant Pulse probably not going to save him. He's going down. Pit Malice on 2 now as Duster's brought back to try and salvage this team fight. But this is an absolute mess here in the mid lane as even Double King shows up now. And would you believe it? Ade getting caught again. Of all people, they go after the Underlord. Empyrean. The Sentry Ward's going to get vision. He is just as good as dead. Duster gets the kill. Double King was trying to time it. Won't be so lucky, though.
He bought back. You know, he needs something to justify his buyback. 2 kills, more than justified here. Not too bad for the cut, considering what they did manage to find. They get some good punishment off onto Mark, but they drop quite a fair few heroes. Still, with the lead you have on CDUB, you're more than happy trading away like that for the cut to find something. Allows Reducer to bounce back a little bit more here. Instant smoke out. Probably not going to lead to too much, although.
Top lane. Oh, MTD. He's
okay.
not having a good time, John. Not having a good time.
It's BKB popped as well. First
Yeah.
charge to boot.
Uh-oh. Oh, mine put it a little bit early that time, but luckily it's a 4-second cooldown. 0-second cooldown if you have a Coddle on your team. It's Empyrean. Gonna find that out the hard way. Oh, Limit Cape's gonna save. Not for long though. Meanwhile, mid lane. Mark is going very, very, very deep here, John. He's gonna die for his trump. That's kind of the thing that the cunt did last game. It's just diving in for no reason.
We do a little dive in, Mike. You know, it's not too unfamiliar for us from Southeast Asia. It happens.
Alright. Oh boy. I mean, do I even want to see
What
how
a
many deaths he's
combination.
had? That's not too bad. It's 0-6-6. It's not the worst.
He just needs 6 kills now. Just live through 6 kills and we'd have the magic number. Well, it would be more magical if he was Doom. That would be more in character, I suppose. Not quite there. It's a rough game for the cut, to say the least, Mike. The only thing that they can bank on is Scourge McDuck scaling in. I guess you're actually not too bad here for MTD. It's just a couple of jumps in have not been great. In this game for Batrider, again, it's a little bit strange in that it's not the easiest game, but it's also not quite as bad if you manage to take these fights when Double King's not around. So you do still have openings for the Batrider here, if you can get that angle in. Does feel like he needs a blink though, for that to really happen.
Mid lane could be another group up here from CDUB. Isla hanging around. MTD gonna pop the Firefly back his way out. Dagon's being built up more and more. He's
There
got the
you
Dagon
are.
5 now, John. He's a big
That's
boy.
it. With a Mind Flare. Double Mind Flare with the Dagon. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, gonna go for the shards as
Oh,
well, so
no.
you increase the
Scourge.
the magic resist, the Scourge. Oh my
He's
god,
dead.
it's just so much mana being removed. You know, talentless as well. One of the, arguably the best voice line of the game in terms of BM. Mid lane, jump is there, MTD. Gonna go pick up Duster, but now gonna try and avoid dying himself. Lasso was on what? Was that cancelled by Double King? It may have been.
It was.
Double King is pretty deep himself though. Bro time popped. He does need some help now. Aether Rim are going to catch out Arde. Arde, still somehow alive, is going to make it. I think they just want to get Double King out of there safely though. They're not going to mess around too much. And he is going Harpoon build up, by the way, John.
There you are. He had a Scotty queued up for a bit, but now he goes back for the Harpoon, realizing that he's getting kited a little bit too much, so pull them back to your way. Chase down. More than happy. I'm keen to see what he does get at level 20, because 100 Aphotic Shield Barrier is not bad, but Borrow Time of Elation, Mike. I want to
John,
see if anyone else thinks this is legit.
Come on, John. This is,
Hey. I was the madman who, when Blood Mist was even worse, ran Radiance Ags Bloodseeker 4 games in a row with my friends. We never gave up. It was pretty bad every game. We never gave up. I want to see the simulation, Mike.
yeah, apologies in advance to your friends. It's,
Oh, no need. It already happened. It is what it is.
no, for the future games that are sure to happen with you. I'm sure you're going to find
God
something stupid that you want to try. As you always do, John. See it up.
Every game I play is just stupid. It is what it is.
Big smoke up. They're going to kind of reveal themselves in that smoke though, so it doesn't really mean much now. As Isla is going on a mission by himself. Would not
Let's go,
recommend.
100% recommend. Let's go, Isla.
I mean,
Let's go,
if he
Isla.
burst Scourge McDuck, I'd actually start losing my mind. It'd be so funny. But it's
Let's go, Isla. No,
Okay.
not Empyrean, Isla, no! You faltered. He faltered,
I mean,
Mike.
he's buying plenty of time for his team to just take the Tormentor here, and he will be able to grab it. Nice, easy Torment to pick off. So now Sanctified's going to have the free shards for himself. With the recall available on the Keeper of the Light. 11k advantage for CDUB. Die triangle, though, is going to be occupied. CDUB going to try and maybe just sacrifice Duster. Double King thinking about going in, but that's a perfect Pit of Malice position. Not allowing them the entry point up that stairway. They've got to wait it out. Double King eventually just going to run right into it, trying to get in for the fight. The Pit of Malice now wearing off because he'll chase down MTD, but MTD is still able to run away. Empyrean now is the target of Mark. Empyrean with the Glimmer Cape there might survive as the Astral Step does not connect.
Oh no.
Dive in like that for what? I wonder. Zade. Ade's going to be chased again here. The Abaddon hitting very, very hard once again. They'll have it. Ade's down. Problem is now Double King could be in a spot of danger, but he's got borrowed time and ages. He's fine.
He is perfectly fine. Lots of back and forth. In the end, you don't lose too much on either side. Maybe a little bit costly for CDUB losing 2 heroes. Every pick off again for the cut when you're this far behind counts for a lot. And Mark is going a little bit too far forward on that Void Spirit. Nothing defensive for him here.
MTD
relies a bit too much on the Abaddon.
Imperium just saving MTD's life as they were just rushing in. In fact, they're still going, looking for this Bat Rider, but instead they're going to find themselves a Skywrath Mage. Egod going down to allow the Bat Rider an escape route. Now the mid T2 tower under siege, though it's going to be a TP away from our Abaddon, but they do have recall on Sanctified, and he does pop it. They go again. Imperium going to be targeted. Scourge McDuck is going to try and move in. It's the Medusa. Arne, he's being focused. Just look at the damage Double King's doing, and they've even found the Medusa now. Isla in the back. It's not proving to be enough quite yet. They need a little bit more lockdown. But there's the Harpoon. You know, the range of Harpoon seems a lot longer than what the thing indicates. The AoE that you have when you scroll like mouse over.
Yeah, it feels longer. Even then, like the AoE itself, it's also kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Like this is a pretty long range for a melee hero to have to pull them back to you. It just gives you a lot. Big fight again for CDUB, clearing out. Good angle being found by Isla. They just go for the objectives. With an Abaddon, it doesn't take too long. Oh.
It's so funny watching that. It's the Harpoon just dragging somebody back and they have to force BKB. Mid-tier, mid-racks are gone. CDUB looking fantastic here. So, I mean, they could think about top lane. Like, they've still got a minute 15 on the Aegis. If they want to force this, they could. Alternatively, they could just farm the map and wait for the next Roshan. But I certainly think they have plenty of time. Seems like Double King might agree because he's trying to move in. Just need a creep wave to work with.
You've got everything ready to go here on the side of CDUB.
Double King gets started. High ground defense is not bad though. Like again, that Pit of Malice makes it very challenging. Seems like CDUB decide better of it. Just letting this one go. Back off for now, come back another day.
The Abaddon illusions fighting. A little bit of the illusion war. Smoke out from the cut. Let's see if they find an angle out.
MTD could be spotted here. Mark seems to know he's around, but Mark's been jumping very aggressively recently. His lasso is going to be there from MTD. Isla's going to try and cancel it off, but problem is they've locked down the Void Spirit. Mark still able to barely step away, but Sanctified at the least is probably going to die here for this. So he does try and just jump out with the Ogre Soul Totem, and he actually makes... They don't have enough lockdown, apparently.
No, if they can't commit after that lasso, then it's just not there. And that's a lot of space out just to shove in for Duster here. Oh.
He is.
It doesn't connect. I like the build-up on Isla, going for the full E-Blade Mike. He has a mission. He has one thing in his mind. One focus in this game.
He understands the assignment.
Duck. Yeah, that's it. That's all he needs to do.
Bounty.
24 to 19 now. 16k advantage still remaining here for CDUB. The cut I mean, not out of this game, but they're going to be hoping for a bit of a throw here from CDUB, if anything. Double King is going back for the Ive Skadi now, which is going to be even more detrimental for the cut. Like, there's already so much slow to worry about. Ive Skadi on top, especially with the Medusa or MTD. He's going to try to move in, but Double King is going to jump in as well to try and help out Duster. Duster falling very low, but can throw some spells out before he goes down. It's Gamperian. Be focused by Double King, but he does not have the detection. Arne moving in to lock down Double King, but he pops the borrowed time, moving in for more, but it seems like they decide better off. Without borrowed time, they don't want to risk losing their Abaddon carry. So they'll just let Duster die. It's the thing, like, you don't want to force high ground, because you could kind of do what the cut did last game. Speaking of the Devils, the cut, they did smoke up. The Nyx does try to move in. Isla is just going to die. Oh, Double King. Chase was going, but they do eventually give up on it. It's Double King now turning back around, trying to chase Scourge McDuck, who is kind of surrounded right now, but instead they'll go after Empyrean. Not confident they can burst the Medusa down without the Nyx Assassin. They won't even bother trying yet. There is going to be a Stone Gaze popped. They did find the Abaddon, but he just pops borrowed time. Does not really mind this at all. It's now MTD being focused on the Bat Rider and Scourge McDuck. After seeing the other two go down, now he's targeted. Trying for the TP play out. Do they ever cancel? Yeah, they do. And they are just melting, John. It's a full team wipe. It is a full team wipe here for CDUB. It wasn't even close.
No. And game, in terms of kills, you look at that, you think it's not too bad. The network lead is just incredibly wide for CDUB. And it just comes down to what kind of pickoffs we were looking at. All the losses coming out from CDUB, all the kills coming out from the cut, have been mainly just these supports. They have not been able to find anything else outside of perhaps Isla every now and again, Mark every now and again. They haven't been able to find a solution for this Abaddon. 10-0-11 for Double King. He hits his level 20. Aw, he doesn't go for the Immolate, Mike. How boring. Double King knows better, but the Immolate, man. The Immolate.
Oh.
Think of the damage.
Oh, yeah. 85 DPS for 6 seconds. There goes Empyrean. Double King? Where's he
Double
going?
King going?
He's thinking about going to the fountain, apparently. They've lost Isla. Won't matter, though, because the rest of the squad is just moving in to try and get some vengeance here, and Scourge McDuck is almost out of mana now, being dragged back by the 8th Remnant. He is a sitting duck, and he is gone. No buyback available. CDUB just going at it. Into the fountain, Double King goes, just diving them now, as Begon's just getting shredded by this Abaddon. When do you call it? MTD, barely surviving. Not for long, though, because the Illuminate does connect. They even take down the Skyrath. Begon's down again. GG is called. They've had enough.
Oh boy. That was a strong showing out from the side of CDUB. And you know what? The game one was a little bit more like, you know, the cut just not...